Hello and good evening, friends. The fact that you're watching News Sunday shows how seriously you take what's happening around you and in the country. So let's have an hour of engaging news conversation. About a couple of hours back, the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge announced setting up of a committee of the party's senior leaders to monitor the work of the Election Commission of India. Clearly, the grand old party is at it again. On the one hand, Rahul Gandhi does not tire of talking up the constitution of the country, even as his party runs down an important constitutional body, an agency that sits at the vanguard of India's strong democracy. In fact, it seems like a long-term plan to continuously and consistently chip at the credibility of the Election Commission with the objective of ultimately compromising its standing in the minds of the electorate. Let's try and understand whether this is going to succeed, if at all. Also, the Modi government surprised the middle class across the country with a tax cut in the union budget yesterday. More importantly, it surprised the political opponents. The likes of Rahul Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal were thinking the no tax limit might go up to rupees 10 lakhs. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman really opened not just the purse strings but perhaps her heartstrings and batted out of crease in the budget to make it rupees 12 lakhs. While the budget is meant for the entire country, the elections are in Delhi, the national capital. And it's a middle-class, service-class city in good measure. Has the budget changed the Delhi poll dynamics on the ground is our debate number 2. Let's get going with the headlines first.
कैसे दिल्ली में वोटिंग से पहले ही झाड़ू के तिनके बिखर रहे हैं.
Prime Minister Modi leads the BJP's charge for Delhi poll, says AAP's Jhadu is falling apart. AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal accuses BJP of hooliganism. He also claimed that success of his party has baffled the BJP. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge announces the formation of an 8-member committee, the Empowered Action Group of leaders and experts to oversee the Election Commission's handling of polls.
बहुत दिन से मैं सोच रहा था कि मैं इस्तीफा दे दूं, लेकिन राज्यपाल जी का जो अनुमोदन नहीं मिला था ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट का बिल के बारे में, इसलिए मैं इतना दिन रोका.
A fresh crisis hits ruling Congress in Karnataka. B.R. Patil resigns as Siddaramaia's political advisor. Kashmiri engineer jailed in Saudi Arabia for 4 years. Anxious family seeks answers. All right, friends, this is a development that has taken place just about an hour and a half back. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has set up a committee that's going to oversee, scrutinize, monitor, look into how, and according to the Congress, if at all, the Election Commission is holding free and fair polls. So now there are some questions that arise. While we await political reactions, and remember, Parliament is in session, is the Congress party already rattled and unnerved ahead of the Delhi polls? As we can clearly see, it is a battle, but a battle without the Congress, or effectively the Congress just as an also ran. It is a clear battle between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, and is the Congress EVM or Election Commission bogey a prep so that it can justify its loss in Delhi, to use this very eagle committee as a pre-planned excuse for a very anticipated loss in the Delhi polls? That's our question number 1. Question number 2, well, it's not like the Congress clinch these states on their own. In many cases, we saw that the Congress party was simply riding on the back of its allies. But that is a conversation for another day, and we have had it already. Something is definitely wrong and troubling with this pattern. Maharashtra and Jharkhand elections were held concurrently. EVMs were bad. Voter lists were manipulated in Maharashtra, is what the Congress party said. The EVMs were totally fine in Jharkhand. Same perhaps happened in the case of Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir. The Congress lost Haryana, but its ally, the National Conference, won in Jammu and Kashmir. In fact, none other than Omar Abdullah has snubbed the Congress. In fact, even in Haryana, their own leader, Bhupinder Hooda, did not find anything wrong with the voting machines. So what's in it for the Congress party? Question number 3. Supreme Court, the topmost court of the country, rejected the plea for reverting to ballots. The bench said EVMs are fine if you win and tamper if you lose. The oral remark was made by Justice Vikram Nath before dismissing a petition filed by EVM activist or someone who works against EVMs, K.A. Paul, who sought a judicial order to return to paper ballots. Is the Congress party now defying even the Supreme Court? And question number 4. Is it fair for a political party to fearmonger on India's democratic institutions? The question that I ask. Is it an attempt to compromise the dignity of the Election Commission of India? The world's largest democracy veers, but the Congress party questions it. But it seems to be that the only thing which you need to question is your electoral strategy, perhaps. And question number 5. After a series of hackathons claiming that EVMs are hacked, has the Congress party now pulled out a new hack? These are the very burning questions that will be at the centrality of today's debate. Let's get going. All right, so the guest joining me in this conversation to represent the BJP, its national spokesperson, Tuhin Sinha. He's joining us live from Mumbai. Political analyst and author Binay Kumar Singh leans towards the right, joining us live from Delhi. And on the other side, we have Anmol Panwar. He's the national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. He's live from Delhi. Also have Gyanendra Mishra, political analyst, leans towards the Congress, live from Delhi. They will have some questions to answer. Gyanendra Mishra, and I want to begin with Nikhil Jain. He's also a political analyst, leans towards the Congress party. Nikhil, back to square one, just ahead of elections, sort of the Congress party, preempting a possible loss by again raising the election. Now the blame is right at the doorsteps of the Election Commission. No more just talking about the EVMs. Straight away question the Election Commission, Nikhil.
So Abhishek, first of all, it is not just the Congress party that has raised the issues of discrepancies on the part of the Election Commission and the voter list manipulation and other discrepancies in the elections. It is also the Aam Aadmi Party, and I don't think you are saying that Aam Aadmi Party and Congress both are not in the fray for a victory in this, in the upcoming elections. Secondly, when the Congress says something after the results are out, you say you guys are crying because you're losing. If the Congress raises an issue,
exactly. So because the question is going to be asked, because you have lost, you are raising it. So now you are preempting it. That's my question. Are you preempting it?
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not preempting it. If anything, I feel the Congress party is quite late to the boogie, to the bandwagon to raise these issues of voter list manipulations, because they were raised in Maharashtra. They were raised by the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi with prominent press conferences showing how people who were alive and well and living in the constituencies, their names had been struck off. And that included, by the way, for your viewers, Hindu, Muslim, all sorts of communities. It's just
I think we have had the Election Commission already responding to that, Nikhil, and you continue to question it. That's what I'm saying. So because your EVM bogey has failed, your voter list bogey has failed, now you really put the blame at the doorstep of the Election Commission. What happened to the Constitution of India?
Let's look at this. Let me support Anmol for a slight moment here.
Really? Are you sure? Is Anmol interested in your support?
No. When it comes to honesty and truth, I don't care whether I'm siding with the Congress or the Aam Aadmi Party or even the BJP. when Arvind Kejriwal raises some issues against the Haryana government, he gets a show cause notice by the Election Commission asking him to show proof and documents and this and that. But when on television cameras, Parvesh Singh Verma, the New Delhi constituency candidate from the BJP, is distributing cash, money, shoes, God knows what else, and everybody is capturing it in their cameras. The police are making people line up to take these goodies, and those people are being checked कि उनके थैले में से बीजेपी का एक मैनिफेस्टो निकल रहा है या फिर पैम्फलेट निकल रहा है. The election commission is silent and they say we don't have any proof. For heaven's sake, you can ask those reporters for proof. India Today has covered it. Red Mike has covered it. I'm sure Republic must have also covered it. A host of channels have covered it. But the Election Commission simply does not see. And that is exactly what the opposition in the country, whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party, Congress, Samajwadi Party, or any party, that is what the opposition is facing right now. That the BJP can do anything and go unchecked while some leader from the Congress makes a statement, he gets a show cause notice. Some leader from the Aam Aadmi Party makes a statement, he gets a show cause notice. And nobody is blaming the EVMs. This instance, what we're talking about
are you
is
suggesting that the BJP conspirators are so naive that they will, while distributing cash, they will carry a BJP manifesto to prove their identity?
No.
They will carry cash and they will carry their BJP ID in their pockets so that everyone can see that BJP is doing this?
No. Voters are getting packages with money and with BJP pamphlets. I'm not saying they were BJP people. I'm saying voters are getting this. It is on camera. If you want, I can share links of news coverages about it. It is brazen. It is not about the BJP being nice.
You know what?
It is about them being brazen. And Parvesh Singh Verma continues to maintain कि क्या हुआ? मैंने अपनी NGO से पैसे दिए. मैंने 100 करोड़ रुपए खर्च करे पिछले 5 साल में. 10 करोड़ और खर्च कर देंगे. He is brazen about it because he knows that the Election Commission will not even touch him. That is the kind of unlevel playing field the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are operating at when it comes to the Delhi elections, and where the opposition parties have operated in the past few months. And also, you talk about the Maharashtra victory for the BJP and the Haryana victory for the BJP. You don't talk about the Jammu and Kashmir and the Jharkhand victory for the opposition. Now again, you might turn around and say कि अरे तुम यहाँ पर EVM खराब नहीं था, वहाँ पे EVM खराब था. Just because the BJP has not been able to manipulate elections in 2 states doesn't mean that they did not carry out manipulations in the other 2. Because there is far too much evidence. And
I think more than Haryana, BJP would have wanted to win Jammu and Kashmir if they really wanted to manipulate. Let me get in Tuhin Sinha on this. Tuhin, bad planning, bad execution. What is it? I thought you would have wanted to win Jammu and Kashmir more desperately after abrogation of Article 370 than Haryana.
Good evening, Abhishek ji. Good evening, everybody. So we ideally want to win every state, but we faced a very humiliating defeat in Jharkhand, and we could not. We had to just cut a very sorry figure. The point is, by forming this committee, Congress party has once again mocked our democracy. They have all once again showed a very perverse, sense of entitlement. Where is this madness going to stop? Tomorrow, are they going to form a body to, monitor the office of the president of the country? Tomorrow, are they, going to form a body to monitor the conduct of the Supreme Court? I think this Congress party is an insidious party. It has sinister intentions written all about it. If at all it has any grievance with the Election Commission, it should approach the Supreme Court. Like my friend from the Congress party is saying they didn't take action against Pravesh. Why didn't you approach the Supreme Court? You don't have trust in the Supreme Court. You don't have trust in the Election Commission. You don't have trust in anybody. Then what exactly are you doing in Indian politics? You should pack up your bag. Time and again, Election Commission has, specifically responded to all your grievances. Initially, earlier on, you used to have problem with EVMs. When you realized that you could not do anything about the EVMs, then now you're focusing on manipulation of electoral rolls. Trust me, if there is a discrepancy that also involves the deletion of BJP voters, it is nothing, it is not intentional. But you guys make it seem that everything is being manipulated against you, and that is where you have lost faith in yourself. Ideally, you should form a 100-member committee to introspect on your own performance, to introspect on the conduct of Rahul Gandhi, and to introspect why Kharge ji has failed as party president in the last 3 years. Okay,
Gyanendra Mishra, the matter has gone right up to the Supreme Court, raising questions about Maharashtra elections, about EVMs, about Haryana elections. It has been disposed of by the Supreme Court. And so far as the question of EVMs is concerned, it has been to the topmost court of the country at least half a dozen times. And every time, Congress party, its backers, they had to really roll back. But somehow it seems the Congress party is in a mood to escalate, because this is a mark of desperation. You know, this is the same Congress party which made M.S. Gill a Congress MP and then a minister. This is the same Congress party when it was in power. We had those unseemly, pictures of stories of Naveen Chawla coming out of meeting and briefing Sonia Gandhi. And, I can't help with the timing because he has passed away just a couple of days back. But we know those stories. You know, Congress party should be the last to be questioning the election commission and to be compromising the dignity of the high constitutional body. Can you unmute yourself, Gansh? Can you unmute yourself?
I was almost. So I will make 2-3 points here, Abhishek. So you were talking about, first you started talking about that the Supreme Court has given, the judgments on EVM. So you were talking about that every political party should have in respect towards what the Supreme Court says and decide. But what happens when the same Supreme Court said to ensure when the Supreme Court first very categorically questions the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner by clearly saying that there seems to be in complete haste and disregard to the established process when Mr. Chawla was appointed as an election commissioner. Then the Supreme Court says that to appear to election commission to be appear in impartial, the Chief Justice of India should be one of the member of the Election Commission. Opposition party, leader of opposition, and then leader of ruling party and the Supreme Court nominee. Why the government give scant respect to the sentiment, not sentiment, but a clear observation order of the Supreme Court, and remove the name of the nominee of the Supreme Court and make the election commission constructed.
You can question the BJP, but are you questioning the parliament's sovereign function of legislation? I mean, I think the parliament is supreme when it comes to legislation.
Yes,
the court can interpret. And so far as your complaint of about Naveen Chawla by the BJP is concerned of 2006, remember, you can make a complaint against an individual, but this committee that the Congress has set up today, Gyanendra, questions the integrity of the entire institution. It is as if there is no oversight already available. This is the same Congress party which talks about Congress's Constitution's checks and balances and how they should be upheld. But this is chipping at those checks and balances.
I think, Abhishek, that it is also it should be a wake-up call for the election commission as well, because it should be a matter of concern for election commission as well, that why the main opposition party or the opposition has been brought to the level where they have to create certain parallel mechanism to observe and ensure that the entire electoral process is fair and impartial. Okay. So if it is a matter of concern for all of us, it should equally be the concern for the Election Commission of India as well. And here I don't think.
Are you suggesting the Election Commission is not concerned? Every time there is a complaint made, every time there is a memorandum, every time there is a delegation that wants to meet the Election Commission, we see, I mean, it's a public body, it's a constitutional body, we see the way it responds. Look at the way in the latest case, and I want Anmol Panwar on this. Anmol, you might be happy today that the Congress party is, doing a job which you would have wanted, because of late Arvind Kejriwal has been directly attacking the Election Commission. But this compromises an institution. This is a dangerous game if the opposition is playing so.
Abhishek ji, I would be happy when the journalists, when the media of this country question the fact that the Election Commission, which has a constitutional and moral duty to work independently and impartially to safeguard the democratic processes, has lost its credibility. And
why not petition the Supreme Court then? Why not file a complaint?
Just can I respond now?
Yes, respond.
The whole nation saw that how the Bharatiya Janata Party, they were involved in cutting legitimate votes and adding fake ones. Even the senior member of parliaments and
then go
ministers
lodge a
of Bharatiya
complaint,
Janata
go
Party.
file a complaint, do a dharna. Aam Aadmi
you
Party
are
is past master at dharna. You know, you're born out of a dharna. Anmol Panwar, go do a dharna at Jantar Mantar, petition the election commission, sit there outside. I mean, why just make a song and dance on national TV? I mean, look at the comments that your leader has made over the last few days. I'm saying there are mechanisms available. Do you trust those mechanisms or not? Is the question. You are dodging that question. Now look at the comments made by Arvind Kejriwal, your leader, against the election commission.
ऐसा है ना,
आप सुनो मुझे, फिर आप जवाब देना. मैं आपको ही पूछूंगा. मैं आपको ही पूछूंगा. You know, look at the way.
नहीं, सुनो, पहले बात सुनो. ऐसा है ना, ये आपका जो आपका तरीका है ना, जो आपका question. सुनिए पहले बात. अभिषेक जी ये नहीं, अरे सुनो तो पहले आप सुनिए एक बार बात. Let me ask a question.
Bringing you back. My question was. No. My question was. Whether.
No. Problem is, भाई आप जो है ना, आपकी ये आदत है कि आप बीच में बार-बार इंटरप्ट करते रहें और आप सोचते हैं कि आप बीजेपी को डिफेंड करेंगे. पहले सुनिए, सुनना सीखिए. भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रवक्ता खुद डिफेंड कर लेंगे. मुझे लगता है वो इतने सक्षम है कि वो बोल सकते हैं. बड़ी दिक्कत हो रही है आपको, मैं अगर फैक्ट्स बता रहा हूं. जब पूरे देश के मीडिया ने, द होल नेशनल मीडिया सॉ that how Pravesh Verma was distributing money, and you are saying on your television कि भाई वो अपनी संस्था से
at least 3 times, and you have repeated the same charge. My question is, if you are right, if you are confident about this complaint, why not go to the election commission? Why are you fooling around with people?
मुझे ऐसा नहीं, मुझे बता दीजिएगा जब आप
कंप्लेन करिए ना,
बोलूंगा और कहो तो मैं डिबेट छोड़ के चला जाता हूं.
अरे आप कंप्लेन करिए. माय क्वेश्चन इज, ओके फाइन, यू आर राइट,
आपसे कर रहे हैं, आप बोलने नहीं दे रहे.
आई एम सेइंग यू आर राइट. व्हाई नॉट कंप्लेन? ऐसा करो ना, भाजपा के सुनिए,
इलेक्शन कमीशन डिड नॉट एक्ट ऑन इट.
भाजपा के प्रवक्ता को बिठा लीजिए और उन्हीं के साथ बहस कर लीजिए. हमें बुलाया करें तो बोलने का मौका दिया करें. ये जो ड्रामा करते हैं ना, इसे मत करिए.
This is not drama.
Today, they have resorted to hooliganism. This was the guy, Shanky, who attacked Mr. Arvind Kejriwal on 18th of January. What has the election commission done? What has the Delhi police done?
Okay.
This is another one, Rohit Tyagi.
Listen.
Today, they have vandalized the Aam Aadmi Party LED screen.
Okay.
And the van which was campaigning in New Delhi Assembly constituency.
Okay.
What is the election commission doing?
Okay, let me
say. The Delhi police and the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay.
They are working in collusion and are helping these goons.
Can I quickly
why aren't they being arrested?
Okay. Now listen.
Why hasn't the Bharatiya Janata Party took any act? Why hasn't the election commission took any action against Pravesh Verma for distributing 1100 rupees?
Okay, fair enough. मैं सुन लिया आपको. नहीं रुक जाइए. hold on. Anmol, just because you made a charge against election commission, I am not here. No.
पहले बात सुनिए.
अपनी बात पूरी कर लो. मैं फिर
ऐसा है ना, आप मुझे पता है, आप अभी लगातार इंटरवीन करेंगे, फिर आप कह देंगे जी इनका ऑडियो बंद कर दो, इन्हें स्क्रीन से हटा दो. वो मत करना. सुनो बात पहले. You were saying कि why don't you go to police, why don't you go to election commission? We have written to the election commission, we have given a complaint as well. Ask the Bharatiya Janata Party under whom the Delhi police comes कि क्या एक्शन लिया गया, नहीं बताएंगे. Why didn't the Delhi police stop the violence today? Why did they allow those goons? इन्हें क्यों जाने दिया? Why were they allowed to escape? Why are they beating the journalists who are showing that how Bharatiya Janata Party is resorting to hooliganism? When the people of Delhi ask them, what's your vision, what's your narrative, what's your agenda, what's your CM face? ये उनके साथ भी गुंडाई करते हैं.
चलिए, can I take this forward? You got your monologue, Anmol.
They believe
my question
that
is,
people should lead them.
Okay,
they believe in काम की राजनीति. इनकी गुंडाई को बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगी दिल्ली की जनता.
Okay, fair enough. Anmol, listen. Now, I am reading from the Election Commission's reply to Arvind Kejriwal on the complaint he made about BJP's hooliganism. BJP को जो करना है वो अपना करेंगे. I am reading Election Commission's reply. Because Election Commission representative is not there, but I have their reply. It says there is a procedure. You raise a complaint with the police. As of now, there are no specific complaints. Whenever there are complaints, they have been investigated. Now they give an example. Insofar as New Delhi constituency is concerned, 115 complaints investigated within 100 minutes of being lodged in majority of cases between Jan 7 and February 2, which is today. Overall in Delhi, more than 6,000 complaints have been addressed in 100 minutes. Total seizures made, you're saying cash, liquor, about 40 crore rupees cash seized, 1,32,000 liters of liquor seized, drugs worth about 88 crore rupees seized, precious metals worth about 80 crore rupees more seized. Now, you see, if there is specific complaint on Mole, instead of showing this placard, Binay Singh, Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress are not contesting the elections together. We saw how Rahul Gandhi railed against the entire leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party yesterday in Delhi campaign. But on this, on the election commission, both are together attacking it. Is this sign of nervousness, Binay Singh?
Abhishek, politically they may be opposed to each other in the election, but Aam Aadmi Party and Congress Party, they are ideologically, brothers. Why they are ideologically brothers, I say, because you see, the Rahul Gandhi's party and Mr. Kejriwal's party plan to scrutinize the credible government institution like ECI. It directly aligns with the declared stance of Rahul Gandhi that we are fighting the Indian state. And this statement is not just Rahul Gandhi's statement. It is a rhetoric you will find in the Maoist meetings, speeches and documents where the phrase, we are fighting the Indian state, is commonly used to justify anti-establishment activities, the anti-India activities. And again, thus this suggests that Aam Aadmi Party and Congress Party ideological DNA and chromosomes, I say, the chromosomes both have been altered, mutated, and even by the influence of Kanhaiya Kumar and Sarjil Imam, who have been associated with radical leftist separatist narratives. And you can see the nervousness. They have lost faith in the government institutions because they know that we are not going to win elections through the electoral and democratic means. And you are questioning the ECI, which is a globally respected institution.
गुंडे तुम करो, बदमाशी तुम करो, गुंडे तुम्हारा जो है गृह मंत्री अमित शाह भेजे दिल्ली में.
I will not allow this language. I will not allow this language. Anmol, we live in the world.
Countries across the globe.
बदमाशी है.
ECI.
This is hooliganism. The BJP has resorted to hooliganism in Delhi.
Conducting
the
the
whole nation is watching this. And the people of Delhi will give him a befitting reply on 5th of February by voting against their hooliganism.
There are so many logistical challenges, but they are managing that. And your intention to question the ECI simply aligns that you don't have belief in the Indian state and the Indian institutions, and you align by what Rahul Gandhi said, that we are fighting against the Indian state. And this won't go. That when
you have made
win,
mockery
you will claim, and when you lose, you will blame the ECI for your loss. This practice must stop, and it will stop. And stop your Maoist mindset.
Here's the criminal record of both these people.
Stop questioning the credible institutions of this country.
ये बदमाश है बहुत बड़े. ये देखिए इनके खिलाफ कितने केस चल रहे हैं.
This is not good. This Maoist practice will not go.
Police is not taking any action against them.
Okay, let me ask this question. Hold on, pull back. Anmol, pull back. Binay Singh, pull back. Binay Singh, please pull back. Binay Singh, please pull back. Anmol, please pull back. Tohin Sinha. Before I go to Nikhil again, what is this, Nikhil?
Abhishek, this is the proof on live television of recordings outside Parvesh Singh Verma's official residence where cash, saris and other goodies are being distributed to the voters in packets that have BJP pamphlets. Multiple reporters have gone and questioned these people. You can see the banner of Parvesh Singh Verma, the hoarding. You can see that
by the Election Commission.
A complaint has been made to the Election Commission of India, and you know what their response is? Proof kahan hai? Proof yahan par hai. Republic pe chal raha hai, national television, 9 p.m., 9:38 p.m. The Election Commission and its people.
Okay, now pull it down. Let Tohin respond. Let Tohin respond. Okay, let Tohin respond. Nikhil, let Tohin respond.
No, this is exactly what has been probed and investigated by the Election Commission. These are fake videos being circulated by the Aam Aadmi Party. The point is, ये लोग जो है हमने देखा है अभिषेक जी, हमने देखा है कि ये अरविंद केजरीवाल करोड़ों रुपए खर्च करते थे अपने लॉयर्स पर उन डेफेमेशन केसेस में जिसमें कि आखिर में उनको माफी मांगनी पड़ती थी. अभी भी वो सरकार में है. Why don't you go to the Supreme Court? I am challenging you to go to the Supreme Court.
Exactly my question.
You
exactly
don't
my
have
question.
The Supreme Court, urban Naxals, you go to the Supreme Court.
This report is by a journalist called Saurabh Shukla. 2 days later, he interviewed Manoj Tiwari from the BJP. It is not an AAP-IT cell.
Hold on. Tohin, hold on. Nikhil.
आपको भरोसा नहीं है.
Tohin, hold on.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाइए. अभी आप सरकार में आपने करोड़ों रुपए बर्बाद किए हैं सरकारी खजाने पर. You used to hire lawyers because of Arvind Kejriwal's misadventure, because he used to utter, nuisance and then apologize to people on fake defamation cases. So approach the Supreme Court. Why are you defaming? The authenticity of these videos have to be verified, and these videos have not been found to be authentic.
Okay, Tohin, Nikhil, my question is, and it's a valid question, irrespective of where it is coming from. This video that you're showing as evidence of BJP or someone affiliated with the BJP or directly Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma distributing cash, etc. Where is the complaint? Where's the specific complaint?
Was made.
Why not a specific complaint? Why not lodge a complaint with Delhi Police? Why not lodge a complaint with the election?
Complaint was made to the complaint was made to the Delhi Police. Complaints were made.
Okay. Yeah.
But I send it to you.
अरे अनमोल लड़ थोड़े रहे.
Send it to you.
अनमोल लड़ थोड़े रहे. अरे अनमोल लड़ थोड़े रहे. सुनाओ.
Or would you buy his argument that these are fake? That the only thing which is in public domain by the BJP is original और सब fake है.
Okay, Anmol, go ahead. लड़ थोड़ी रहे बाबा. सुनाओ. Only thing you are conveying.
यहाँ लोकतंत्र की हत्या की जा रही है, खुलेआम गुंडागर्दी की जा रही है, मारपीट की जा रही है.
And there is no institution in the country. Is what the message is.
आपने लोकतंत्र का ऐसे चुनाव लड़ाएंगे आप.
आपको
इलेक्शन
जाना चाहिए. वहाँ ज्यादा लोग
इलेक्शन कमीशन
क्या बात कर रहे हो यार. हर बात पे लोग
ये जो भाषा आप देख रहे हैं आपके शो पे.
I mean, I'm really surprised, Anmol. There can be more civil debate, There can be more civil debate.
The language that you are listening on the show, from the Aam Aadmi Party,
there can be more civil elections as
this is the exit poll. You don't need
these are the incidents. These are the incidents.
For you to be talking about
at least on 3 occasions in his own constituency.
It's not an isolated incident. Our volunteers were detained in a false and fabricated case. Our MLAs are being harassed. Mohinder Goyal was attacked by Bharatiya Janata Party. Our chief minister has been attacked 4 times by Bharatiya Janata Party on camera, despite having Z plus security. Tell me a single leader in this country in the past 75 years who has been attacked 4 times in last 3 months. बताइए मुझे challenge करता हूं मैं आपको.
Where is the police complaint? Anmol?
अभिषेक,
where is the police complaint?
अपने ex supporters अगर उनको अटैक कर रहे हैं.
Are you so naive that you don't know that there's a police complaint?
In a majority of these cases, please understand, Abhishek, while any act of violence is hugely condemnable, in many cases, please understand there is massive anger against the Aam Aadmi Party because they have betrayed everybody.
So why haven't you
nobody should
thrown these
resort to
goons out of
violence.
your party?
Nobody should resort to violence.
Why haven't you asked the Delhi police to take action against them?
Supporters. No matter how livid you are, please don't resort to violence against any
violence
leaders.
Is condemnable,
yes, they have betrayed every Delhiite, and yet
violence is condemnable, लेकिन जो है
Aam Aadmi Party leaders.
पूरी तरह से
I have to say this. I have to say this. There is something about this decision of the Congress, which Gyanendra, I would have maybe quick comment from Gyanendra, if you still want to defend the Congress party. Can you at least say that, okay, fine, we have issues with individuals maybe in the election commission, but the Congress should not be seen to be compromising an institution, a constitutional body. I mean, maybe it's a false hope, because The Congress is known to be compromising constitutional bodies, institutions, court verdicts, Supreme Court verdict, whatnot. I mean, it is a long history, Gyanendra, but it's in bad taste.
So, Abhishek, I think it's a very naive argument to make that if you...
Naive argument? Compromising the dignity of a constitutional body is a naive argument?
No, let me understand. Let me explain that. See, what happens is that there are clear instances where one see that the Election Commission at least appears not to be impartial, and if a political party questions those actions, and then you make a very you create a bogey of a very simplistic argument that you are questioning the constitutional institutions, you are compromising the
because Gyanendra, because we saw how the President of India was attacked. We saw how, condescension, snarky comments were made just day before yesterday against the President of India. And that happens when you have practiced this kind of compromising institutions and bringing them in aid of your own politics for decades. That perhaps what the Congress party has done.